Welcome to a day in the life of a beekeeping entrepreneur, December. Hello, I'm Griffith, so going to Winning Griffith. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living. Now we do reviews as well. Now a bit of a late one starting today, but there is a big storm outside, so no rush to get out there in the rain. And good reason we're a bit slow today. We've got pancakes on the go. You boys like pancakes?
Yes.
And what do you like on the pancakes?
Cream, strawberries, blueberries, Nutella, banana.
Any honey?
Yeah.
Nutella is their favourite, by the sounds of it. But anyway, get some breakfast and go out and do the rounds. But first, I'm going to put the happy melter on for that to start working while I'm doing orders. And hopefully by the time I come back in here, the happy melter will have finished and we can start extracting later on today. Ooh, look at that for a breakfast. Only the best. We got a bit more light now. And we've been hit by a storm. Oh, I can't remember the name of the storm, but there's a storm with a name hitting us today. It's been pretty windy last night, first thing this morning. Doesn't actually feel too bad now. But it feels at the minute we've just been hit one storm after another. Right, let's see what the score is in here. These guys had a fresh bale yesterday. Water trough is full. Bed everybody down, but first job, these guys want their feed. Not long before they are going off to become bacon and sausages. End of January, so they've got another, I suppose, 4 weeks. And then no more pigs to look after, but a freezer full of meat. Right, this is what I'm giving the pigs. It's a mix of rolled barley and, I don't know if you can see it there, proper pig feed. So that's what they're getting as feed. Alright, need to drop the camera. That's them eating. Now for the cows, or the calves. Now they get a little bit of cake, we call it in Welsh, concentrate in the winter. That much twice a day for 6 of them, which isn't a lot, but it's just something, because these are basically grass fed. That's grass there, haylage, what we made back in the summer. And yeah, you drop my camera again, so I can't climb that with one hand holding the camera and one hand holding the bucket. Alright, that's them done. Go check the feeder with the sheep. Oh, I do hate the wind. I don't mind the rain, I don't mind the cold. But when it's windy, things tend to break. Bees tend to tip, lids tend to fly off, things fly off roofs. The wind is the worst. Now I've got some ram lambs up on that side, and I got the sheep on this side. Now I can't sell anything, any lambs at the minute, because the vet is coming out today to to pass me on this new farm inspection thing. It's just something we got to pay for, I suppose. Pretty wet here now. They're gonna feed. Now I normally feed them up the top there, but it's been so wet I didn't want to take the tractor and make a big rut across there, so I suspect that will be the last feed there, unless the weather improves. If it doesn't, these sheep will be coming into the shed, because we're lambing now end of January, February time, so we'll get them in the shed a few weeks before that. No matter if it's a couple of weeks early, I got enough feed, so we may do that and give these fields a rest. It's been the wettest winter I can remember for a long time. And I've got this cough I can't shift. Kids catching germs in school and nurseries, and they come back and give it to me. Right, that's all the livestock sorted. We'll get some packing done and I'll pick this up in the shed. It is blowing a gale here now. Woo! What do you reckon, girl? Oh. What do you reckon? Come on, eh? Get them. Box rain. Oh, back in here after a few days off. Nice and clean. That's one thing we've got to do this and next week, is get the place back up and running. Looking spick and span. Starting to get a bit tidier in here. Still a lot of cleaning left in the wax room. Now, all this has to be packed away, because we have got 14 pallets coming from Greece. It could come this week from Anel, plastic beehives. You guys been ordering, emailing me bits that you want that I haven't got. So we've got a very big order coming in of that. So we got to make room. And where is the room? I don't know, because everywhere is rammed full. But I'm sure I'll find room. But we are sorting storage out with our distribution company, Owen's Group, Celtic Couriers. They are going to store some stuff for me for the time being. Takes the pressure off me trying to sort out room here. But 7 pallets are going to come here straight away. And then the rest we'll have to make room and then get those extra 7 here. Because the beekeeping show is in February. And we need to bring a lot of that stuff up there to showcase and, I suppose, sell. Right, now what I need to do now is, I've got a customer coming in this morning for 20 panes nuke he's ordered. I need to get that ready, so I'm guessing from memory there's 2 in each of these, and then more right up the top. Get that ready, and then by the time I've done that, Anagharad will be up here. She can print orders off. Now the shop is officially closed for the week, and we're not doing any candles. I'm not going to jar any honey this week, but we still have got the responsibility as a beekeeping supplies shop. If anybody orders feed, fondant, syrup, any of that core beekeeping basics, we still ship that out regardless of the holiday season, because if your bees need feed, then they have to be fed. Now, we're a beekeeping supply shop here, so we take that very seriously, and it's just the same as, say, Wednesday down the road from me who sells agricultural feed, cow, sheep feed. They remain open over the holiday season because farmers obviously still need to feed their livestock. Beekeepers are no different. So we're going to ship out, I don't think it's huge orders, a small amount of feed that would have sold between now and Christmas, and then, yeah, we'll keep that rolling out all through the holiday season until we come into next week or the week after. Then Esther will be back in work, and then everything is 100% back up and running from there on. Okay, that's ready for the customer. And I've got babysitting duties. And Anagharad's in here now. Gonna print off orders. Here's a nice jumper, Anagharad. Carhartt, I wonder who got her that. Right there, Fleer. Wait for Mommy to print labels off. Yeah? Right, Anagharad's printed labels off for me. Still more to do, Anagharad? Okay, sold more than we thought then. Nukes are gone, honey collected. We had, I forgot to tell you, we were selling minis today for our next door neighbour, for, I can't remember their son or daughter, or the person they're marrying. Our honey was used as favours, so that's gone as well. So it is, what's the time now? 10:30. Pack these orders, and I'll be finished before dinner, and then I think the vet is going to come here, and then into the honey house. Get a bit more room, yeah. Now, I can pack the orders there. Now, if you go back and look at the January video of the day in life, things have changed a lot in a year. The way we pack and process orders is totally different. We used to take all the orders to the shed out the front. Now everything comes into this shed, so we pack and store everything here for the courier, so it's a lot more efficient and a lot easier. And on days like this, you're not carting parcels back and forth and they're gonna get wet, so everything stays in here. Much better system. Right, let's start with pickers.
Chain is doing well. Quick service restaurants made back during the COVID-19 pandemic, McDonald's among them, and its growing competition has emerged in the burger market specifically. I've got a Shake Shack. Those burger-focused casual chains are growing faster than the traditional quick service.
Quick break. Oh, cup of tea and some Toblerone. And as you can see by Fleer, she likes chocolate as well. Oh. Na, Fleer. Don't touch. Didn't touch. Ah, not nice. Clear. Right, that's basically a pallet of stuff going out. Anagharad has been here packing. She's done the small Royal Mail stuff. I think we've got a few UPS bits to do, and then that's it. So we do use UPS for some of the addresses because they're far cheaper than everybody else. So that's just Bakers and Fonderby. 2 more parcels and that's me done. Back in the house to eat some more, you guessed it, turkey. Right, back into the storm. Oh, loads worse here now. Oh, that is bad. Woo! Oh, but it's back. That is some storm. 3rd Christmas dinner in 3 days. Okay. In the honey house. Let's see if the happy melter has done the job while we've been packing away. Now it should have. Take this off. Put that down there. All the capping's gone. Now I won't show fully what I'm doing here because there is a video coming out on how to use the app melter, and I'll explain it in great detail how I use this in that video because I don't want to bore you guys with seeing the same stuff all the time. So I'm going to clean this out now and get it ready to start uncapping. Now as you'll see in my next video when I talk about this app melter, doing that with a blower is a game changer. It stops you cooking your honey and destroying it. Because this happy melter, the honey is still good enough to eat and sell that comes out of it. The manufacturer says that, and I've tested honey to prove that as well. But if that mesh is blocked at this stage, then you fill it up with cappings again, and then you put that on. The wax isn't going to run straight through the mesh, and then that will cook your honey and it will be kaput. You won't be able to sell it. So there's a few things I want to talk about this machine in a standalone video. It's an excellent happy melter made by Carl Fritz, and I just showed you a snippet there of what's to come with the happy melter video. So I've had this now a good few years. I think I've mastered the way to use it. Right, leave this cool down, and then we're going to take the wax out and we're ready to start uncapping. And what we may do, we may start getting rid of some of the cappings wax that's under my feet and in the way. We'll put that in a small steam melter instead of the big one, and while that's going we'll probably start extracting honey, because that machine's got a safety switch off. When the water goes down it cuts off. But it's what's time, 1:30. The vet is going to be here within the next hour, so we may well, actually can't extract now or do any work because Anagharad is going to pick up stuff from a pop-up shop, which we did. So she's going there now, and I got to look after the kids until she comes back, because I got to keep an eye out for the courier, make sure he can get the parcels we packed this morning. Right, let's crack on. See how slow that's coming out? That honey hasn't been cooked. And see how light the colour is? That's how you know. See how cold that is? Put my hand there, up there, I can't. The heat doesn't hit the honey in the bottom. Right, Anagharad's gone. to get stuff from the pop-up shop. Fleer has gone for a snooze, although she doesn't want to have a snooze right now, but she hasn't had one this morning because she's been out to the shed with me, but she really needs one now. And while she's just falling asleep, I'm going to get more wood because it's raining, it's cold, and we need to get the second fire lit.
And both.
Selber. Wir hören sie da, Churros. Wir hören sie, Churros. Ja. Låter roligt så här. Hallå?
Wind and rain are slacked now, thankfully. And that fire is lit, Fleer is sleeping, and DPD just turned up. So good timing. All this in the back of the van. Alright, that's DPD, Royal Mail to come, and the vet, which can't be far off time for him to come. I wonder, we'll have a look now, make sure Fleer's sleeping, and we may get the small wax melted on now. Saves me wasting time waiting for the vet. When Fleer is sleeping, I can't go far, I gotta keep checking him on until I make sure she's okay. In the wax, I don't know what you call this, my warm room's behind me, where we store the pre-rendered wax, or first stage filtered wax, whatever you want to call it. This is where the big wax clarifying tank is, and my small wax melter lives in here as well. So Cappin's wax, which I've just taken out the honey house, needs to go in here, but it's full of wax, so we've got to melt that out first and then get on the cappins. Might as well do that today. I thought I could hear someone, the vet coming to rob me again. Pro stock vets. So what's this thing that we've got to do today?
So it's attestation form for your, just to say that you're under the care of a vet.
Yeah.
So when you send animals either to slaughter or to the marts and things, they'll be covered for
That's
for
it,
export.
because I can't sell nothing now until...
No, until you're covered for by this form.
There we go. There you go, one of those extra things farming you got to do. Luckily in beekeeping we haven't got all this regulation. Let's crack on, eh?
Yep.
Alright, that's the vet gone. Everything passed, got my number. So we do use 2 vets, Taylor Vets and Pro Stock. It's always good to have accounts open with a few different people, whether you're buying animal feed or vets or even beekeeping supplies, I suppose. See how this is going. Sally dripping away. Good half hour is going to go there. Now this is, if you watch my, I think January, February video, you see my big wax melter. This is the first one I've ever bought. Pretty happy with it, but the downside of this one is it doesn't take frames. Even though it looks like it does, there's a cage in there, so you can't melt full frames. You got to do cutouts and throw the cutout in there. But we actually sell one that looks like this, made in Germany by Carl Fritz, and that can take full frames. So you don't have to cut frames out, you can just drop the frames in, steams them, cleans them. Much easier, much better than that system. But I've kept this tank purely for these small jobs. So I haven't started sorting frames out for next spring yet, so the big wax melter isn't running. But with my cap beeswax, this is still sticky, so there's still some stickiness to it. If I store that like that, that's just going to attract so much bees in here, robbing, etc. You know, you don't want that. So I'm going to melt this out. So I'm getting rid of all these little strips as it comes out the wax, comes out the happy melter, and then I can store them in dry blocks, and it doesn't attract anything. So, right, well that's going. We'll make a move at honey extracting, and that's basically what you're left with. Big sheets which I put in buckets till I've got about 4, and then we start melting them out in the steam melter, which you will see later on in the video. May have to film a little bit tomorrow for you to see what the wax looks like coming out of that small steam melter. But for something so small, it's a decent machine, and even useful on honey farms like mine, because starting that big gas melter, unless you're going to spend the day melting wax, is just not worth lighting it up, because it costs way too much money in gas. I probably will either sell that one or get a bigger electric one, so I don't have to worry about gas in the future. Just have everything on electric. And now that I'm in here, change my plaster to a new clean blue one. Now I'm not going to bore you with showing you how I uncap and spin and filter and bucket, because I've got videos showing that already. I've got a playlist on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see extracting in detail, I'll link the videos in the description of this video so you guys can watch that. Otherwise this video will go on for a very long time, which is something I don't want to do. I just want to show you a day in the life of what I currently do in a day. You know, this is December, so I'm showing you roughly what December looks like to me, so I don't want to fill this video up with too much content. Need to get some podcasts going in here. Just in time. Still more wax to come out of there. Right, find another metal bucket. Now these metal buckets are brilliant for wax. I got given these by my friend David Wainwright's Honey. I think they sell honey in these buckets, and these were returns that you couldn't sell honey in again or something like that. Anyway, I had them for free. They're lined with like a lacquer or a lacquer, I don't know how you say it, in the middle, and they are fantastic. So I'll swap these buckets round. That's switched off. Just a bit of water left in there. So we got a full bucket, but don't let this fool you. The wax is not down there. There'll be a fair bit of water to come out of there when we flip that in the morning. I'll just throw that in now so you can see what it looks like. It's gone dark now, so we're not gonna melt anymore. Time has caught up with me, so that will get done tomorrow. Back into the honey house. So we currently fill, these are roughly 25 kilo buckets, but we put about 22-23 kilos in them. We keep, I don't know, about an inch off the top. Makes it a lot easier to handle later on when you go for jarring. And the system we've got, we'll put an empty bucket there now, lid on that one, and move onto here. So we'll build a stack up until we can't work here anymore, and then we'll take the buckets out and then bring empty ones back in, and the process starts again. So we've got on the lids, this is Gelliair 23, Gelliair 23, Gelliair 23. So we label up the buckets so we know what apiary and what year the honey has come from. So Anagharad's been ringing me, telling me supper is almost ready, so we're going to have some food and then come back out here. I want to do a bit of a late one today. First day back in work after Christmas, really get a head start on today because I've lost all morning doing packing orders, so not in the honey house. So I want to feel like I've achieved a lot in here, so I just want to finish off what I've got left here and then call it a day. Right, in for food, sort the kids out, do the pigs and cows, and then we're going to come back in here for maybe 2 hours or so. It is 7 o'clock and we'll finish here tonight, I don't know, 9, 9:30, something like that. And yeah, that'll be a good first days back in work, considering I have been off since Friday and today is Wednesday. So started off pretty strong. And yeah, go get boys.
Go, go, go.
Go on. Can I go in the shed then now? Hey, dim in. Sorry, dim in. Is it scary going outside in the dark?
No, it's cold.
Right, feed these and back in the house for supper. Right, go in and turn the lights off then, boys, in the shed.
Okay, I'm untied the flowers.
Roar.
Yeah. Ah, I think one.
Always good to teach them not to be scared of the dark. So I always bring them out with me, even though the job takes longer with them. It's always time well spent. Right, ready for food?
Yeah! I'm starving.
Ready for food? Ready for food? Ready for food?
Yeah!
Right, that's me done. It is almost 9 o'clock, 8:45, and I'm calling it the day. I'm going to leave the lights on here for a bit because I'm not sure if that's going to fill pretty high in the next hour or so. So I'm going to come back just before I go to bed. I'll swap the bucket down, put an empty one underneath that, and tip the other one above the honey sump, and let everything filter overnight, and we'll get back in here again tomorrow. Pitch black now, but a decent day's working. No, I don't work this late normally. It's just because we've had 4 days off. I just wanted to try and get a good head start on things today, and yeah, crack on like this every day now. And I'm hopefully get most of, if not all, extracting done in the next 2 weeks. That's the plan anyway. So I want to push on with that, then start building frames, etc., ready for the season. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you like this video and you want to watch more of the same kind of content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try my best to upload every week. Thanks for watching. And I forgot, as I'm walking back, to close everything up here. This is the last one. The last day in the life of a beekeeping entrepreneur. We have done one video of a day in life every month for a year, and this is the last one. So thanks to everybody who watched this series. Hope you enjoyed it. I probably won't be doing another year like this, because you know, if anybody wants to watch what I get up to month by month, you can watch the series. But let me know in the comments, what kind of videos do you want to see for 2024 moving forward. Let me know in the comments so I can read them and see if that's something that I can do. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.